Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make a stealth build in Payday 2. This build is for beginners, aka people that have just started this game and are levels 1 through 20. But this guy will also show you skills that you can get when you're further on in Payday and when you're more of a higher level, say like level 100. Okay, so we're going to start off with the character side of the inventory. The character and mask you have doesn't really matter. It's really personal preference. Armor does matter, but the only thing you want to run when it comes to stealth is the 2-piece suit, as this has the lowest detection risk. We will go over equipment after the skills. Okay. Now we are going to look at weapons. When it comes to weapons, you want to get something with low concealment or a high concealment, as it will decrease your detection risk. So in this case, this is what you will have by default, is the AM car and the Shimano 88. So we're going to change that to akimbo pistols, as most of the akimbo pistols have high concealment. As you can see here, I have the akimbo Barton 89. You can also modify them with triangle. And then if you go to the modification, we go to the black mark. As you can see here, we have a lot of categories regarding attachments, but we're not going to worry about everything. The only thing we're concerned about here is the barrel extension. When it comes to barrel extensions, we want to get a suppressor, and from what I've seen, most people have the asepsis suppressor in their inventory when they start out. So this is what you're going to want to get. Alright, next, and you make sure to equip your akimbo pistols as your primary. Okay, next we're gonna go to your secondary. By default, you have the Shimano 88 pistol, but what we're gonna do is what you can do is you can put a suppressor on it, which will help with using it in stealth. And the reason for that is because it has a really good concealment, and I already have a Shimano 88. The same goes with the Barn 89. We're just gonna stick an asepsis suppressor on that, which will do the job. Looking at the statistics from the suppressor may not look that good, but it's honestly it really is pretty good. Okay, next we're gonna move on to throwables. Throwables doesn't really matter, so we're gonna skip that. Okay, now here's what does matter. Melee can impact your game a lot, or not really so much game as more of your detection risk, as you can see in the bottom right. Whatever you can bring, whatever melee weapon you want, it really doesn't matter, as stealth killing anybody with a melee weapon should kill them instantly. But if you were to bring melee weapons, aside from the weapon butt, make sure to bring something with a high concealment. Basically anything with a concealment of 28 and above. Okay, now we're going to go over skills. I am going to go over skills that can help people that are from level 1 or 0 to 20, or for level 20, and then after that I'm going to show skills that you can get once you get to more skill points. As you can see, when you hit level 100 you get 120 skill points, but we're going to start off with 20 skill points for the level 20s. So the first thing you're going to want to get is Forced Friendship Basic, as this gives you 4 cable ties, and it increases the amount of time. It decreases the amount of time to tie up hostages that spot you. And now it may seem dumb, but it's actually really helpful, as if you were to get spotted by a civilian, instead of killing them, you can just tie them up and move them out of the way. Okay, next we're gonna go to Enforcer. Now what matters here is that we get Resilience Basic, and we get Transporter Aced, which increases our throwing with bags by 50%, and it also decreases the bag movement penalty by 1 for every 10 points of armor. Okay, next we're going to go to Technician, and here we are going to want to get Third Law Basic, Eco Sentry Basic, and Jack of All Trades Aced. The reason for this is that it lets us take two deployables, or two deployable equipment into a heist, but the second deployable you bring will only bring half of what you would normally get if it was a primary. Okay, now we're gonna go to Ghost, and this okay, then we're gonna get in here, we're gonna get Chameleon Aced, which means we're gonna buy it twice. You get Duck and Cover Basic, Parkour Basic, Inner Pockets Basic, and Second Wind Basic. These are all the skills that are pretty good when you're and Optical Illusions Aced. These are all skills that are kind of cheap when you're starting out, and skills you should get when you start out. Okay, now for skills that are more aimed towards people that are higher leveled. Okay, so since we're still in the Ghost skill tree, we are going to get Cleaner Basic. This gives us an additional body bag in our inventory, which means it'll give us another bag to hide bodies in when you kill a guard or civilian, which you can then bag up and toss somewhere where no one will find it. Okay, next we're going to get Sixth Sensed Ace, which gives us the ability to mark anybody in a 10-meter radius when standing still, and also gives us access to all the insider assets and pre-planning, as well as decreasing the civilian cleaning costs by 75%. Basically, okay. Next, we are going to get Nimble Ace. This gives us the ability to disable a camera for 25 seconds with a camera loop, which you apply underneath the camera when you go up to a camera and apply it directly. And it also lets us lockpick 100% faster, and also gives us the ability to lockpick safes. Next, we're going to get ECM Overdrive Aced, which gives the ability, or increases the ECM jammer duration by 25%, and helps it substitute for a key card by allowing us to hack into a door that has an electronic lock on it. Next, we're going to buy ECM Specialist Aced, as it gives us 2 ECM jammers and increases the jammer duration by 25%. And when placed down, it will also delay pagers by 25%. Meaning, you can, if you were to already kill 4 guards, you can place down an ECM jammer and pull a kind of tactic called ECM Rush, which lets you finish a heist within a couple of minutes before the alarm can go off, so you can get a stealth bonus. Okay, next we're going to get high value target Aced, as this gives us the ability to give more damage to enemies we mark with R1, and also go, as well as increase it by another 50% with it Aced when they are farther away than 10 meters. But what's really important here is that when you mark an enemy with R1, they will also be marked 100% longer, meaning you can see them through walls for a longer period of time. Okay, and that's the Ghost Tree that's the Ghost Tree skills. Next, we're going to go over to Technician. Now, do keep in mind this is for a solo player, but if you were to do co-op, you can just manage your skills around your other friends. Okay, so when it comes to solo, you want to try to get a Hardware Expert Basic, Drill Sergeant Aced, and Kickstarter Base Aced, as well as Hardware Expert. All these drill skills give you Hardware Expert gives you the ability to fix your drills and saws faster, as well as making them quiet. It can also give your drills and saws a 10% chance to restart when they break. Drill Sergeant decreases the timer on your drills and saws by up to 30% with that skill Aced. And Kickstarter gives the chance for the drill / saw to repair itself by 20%, and with the skill Aced, you have a 50% chance to fix the skull when you melee it. Okay, next we are going to go to Enforcer, and we are only going to get Scavenger basic, which gives us the ability to pick up any ammo boxes within a range of 50%. At this point, I have no idea what to buy, but you can just buy whatever you want. Oh, and another thing to get in Mastermind would be Confident Basic, which increases the power and range of your intimidation. Meaning, when you're screaming at guards or civilians to get on the floor, you can do it faster and with less amount of time spamming R1. After that, we're going to get Stable Shot Aced for better aiming stability and accuracy, and go to Technician and get Steady Grip Aced for an increase in the weapon stability and accuracy. And then we're gonna go and get Lock and Load Basic and get actually no, we're gonna go back to Sharpshooter and Mastermind and get Aggressive Reload, which increases your reload. Well, actually no, don't get that, you don't really need that. But after that, you can spend your points on anything you want. You just remember to get the ones I told you. But after that, you're pretty much done. Oh, make sure when you're in the Ghost Tree to get Low Blow, as that gives you a critical chance of 30% for every 3 points of detection rate under 35. Meaning when your detection risk is below 5, you can max it out, which maxes out at 30. And then you can also get Equilibrium and the Gunslinger and Fugitive, which decreases the time to take out and put away your pistols. You can also get Kimbo Basic, which decreases the stability penalty by any attachment by 8%, or by 8. And that is your skills. Now I may have one more point, but that doesn't really matter. You can put it towards whatever you want. So I'm gonna put it towards Combat Medic. Okay. Next is Perk Deck. What you want to get in Perk Deck is Burglar, as this perk deck helps answer pagers 10% faster, as well as help you with any other thing on when it comes to stealth. So bagging bodies can be quicker and some other things there. Okay, next we're going to move on to Crew Management, which you don't really need to do anything there. And then Infamy again doesn't really go over the top, bro. Okay, next for equipment. When it comes to equipment, so if we're doing solo, you're gonna get ECM jammers basic, or not ECM. We're gonna get the ECM jammers as our primary, and the body bag case as our secondary. As when you have the ECM jammer primary, you get 2 of them, and with the body bag case as a secondary, you would only get 1. But that body bag case has 3 body bags in it, so that's that. And that is the stealth build. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.